Can the Claude Mascot give feedback inside a learning video? Not decoration, a state signal the learner reads without explanation, the way a desktop pet reacts to your coding session. 18 animations, we test each one. 9 states, idle is the base, Claude breathing, waiting, present. Bounce is raw kinetic joy, no reason needed. Wave is the greeting before words, look tracks the cursor. Walk moves deliberate progress, run drives urgency. Think is the honest pause mid-reasoning, type fires when Claude is generating. Sleep carries the rate-limited state, not dead, just quiet, one loop each, no more. 9 events, error shakes the whole body, never alone, always pair it with a readable message. Nod lands affirmation without a word. Shake says no firmly. Dance is the milestone reserved for real wins. Stretch wakes from idle, reorienting the system. Crouch loads the spring before a reveal. Jump is the punctuation mark when a moment lands. Spin signals mode transitions. Celebrate is the full send. Save it for something that actually earned it. Idle, the base state, breathing, present, waiting. In a learning video, this fills the between state. Claude loaded, nothing active. It reads safe. Problem, too passive as a waiting signal after the learner submits something. Right for start, weak for mid-session wait. Bounce, pure joy, no cause attached. Dangerous as a feedback signal, it fires before the learner has done anything worth celebrating. Works on a welcome screen. Alone during a session, it reads as the mascot being happy for no reason the learner can decode. Wave, the greeting before words. Strong for session open, learner logs in. Claude waves, reads immediately, hello. Problem, one shot only. Loop it during a working session and the meaning collapses. Onboarding, yes. Working state, no. Look eyes, track left right. This is a presence signal, not a feedback signal. It says I see what you are doing without judgment. Works as a background state during editing. Does not communicate result. Subtle enough to miss, which is fine. Walk, deliberate forward motion. Maps cleanly to background processing, something in progress, not urgent. Slower than run, more purposeful than idle. Good for a multi-step evaluation running behind the scenes. The learner reads, progress is happening, readable. Run, urgency, something is time sensitive. Problem, most learning videos do not have urgent states. Run in the wrong context reads as anxiety, not progress. Reserve it for real batch operations. Using run for simple answer generation is over-signaling. Think the mascot tilts, one arm rises, the honest pause mid-reasoning, most teachable state in the set. When Claude is reasoning before it responds, think is the right signal. It normalizes, I am working on it, sets a healthy expectation. This one earns its place. Type, arms down, rapid bob, generating text right now, most unambiguous feedback state in the set. In a coding session, unmistakable. In a writing session, maps perfectly. The legibility comes from the physical metaphor. Anyone who has watched someone type reads this instantly. Sleep, eyes close slowly, rate limited, paused. This is the one state learners actually need to know exists. Risk, a sleeping mascot reads as broken. Must pair with readable text, rate limit, back in 60 seconds or the learner thinks something failed. Error, full body shake, something broke, strongest feedback signal in the set, unavoidable, visceral, instant, works, but only works if it plays once and then resolves. A mascot that keeps shaking is still broken. Play it once, stop it, show the message. Nod, up, down, firm, affirmation without a word. Learner submits a correct answer, mascot nods, clean. Problem, easy to miss if the learner is watching the answer, not the mascot. Good secondary signal, not sufficient as primary feedback on its own. Shake left right, no, firm, not hostile. Learner submits wrong, mascot shakes, clean pairing with nod. Same problem, easy to miss. These two are a pair, use both or use neither, always backed with text. Dance, jump, rotation, alternating arms, the milestone animation. This is for real wins, module complete, project submitted, hard problem solved. The energy is high enough that it cannot be mistaken for a routine state. Save it, use it for a quiz pass and it deflates immediately. Stretch, body extends upward, waking from idle, reorienting. Maps to session resume, learner returns after a break, Claude wakes up, or context switch, new topic, system reorients. It is a transition signal, not a feedback signal. New chapter, same Claude. Crouch, body compresses, then releases. Anticipation, something is about to happen. Works best immediately before a reveal. Mascot crouches for half a second, answer appears. Micro theater. Works when you use it exactly once, at exactly the right moment. Jump, single arc, squash landing. Punctuation for discrete moments, the first compile passes, the first correct output, the connection succeeds. Different from bounce, bounce is continuous joy, jump is a single exclamation, it says, that was it without saying anything. Spin, full rotation, mode switch. For transitions between fundamentally different states, tool changes modes, session switches context, new workspace loads. The reading, something about the system changed, not just the content. The only animation that signals a mode shift. Celebrate jump arc, arms raised, rotation, the full send, hardest to earn. Reserve it for real completions. The course ends, the project ships. You celebrate for a passing quiz and you have already spent it. Earn this one. 3 tests for every animation. 1. Does the learner read it without explanation? 2. Does it pair with text? Never replace it. 3. Is it the calmest thing on screen? The mascot is a background signal, not the main event. If it passes all 3, it earns its place. Your turn. Open Claude Mascot Scene in your Remotion project. Pick 1 animation per learner state, not 1 per emotion, 1 per state. Wire the trigger. Watch whether your testers read it without being told what it means. If you have to explain it, it did not earn its place. 18 animations. Learn which one the moment calls for, and you stop shipping a chat box and start shipping a character.